Hello, my wife left and took the kids today. I'm talking about what could be considered a TikTok chef, I think. Let's just get into this.
We're gonna start by grating the frozen chicken breast. Flip my chicken around here, and this is what it should look like when you're done. I'm gonna take our shredded chicken, and I'm gonna transfer it to a bowl. Crack an egg here. We're gonna add some salt, a little bit of pepper, a little bit of Italian seasoning.
What are you doing? What possessed you to make this? You know, not every idea you have has to be turned into a reality, okay?
I'm also gonna add a little bit of breadcrumbs. Now we're gonna mix all this together. Once you're done mixing, you wanna mold it together almost like a hamburger patty. Now take some saran wrap, place it over your bowl. We wanna place that inside our bowl. Now we're gonna take our chicken, and we're gonna place it into our bowl. You wanna mold that to the bowl. Now we're gonna fold over the saran wrap and do each side. Flip it over this way, nice and tight. Now once that's wrapped, we wanna place it into the freezer for about an hour. All right, let's...
Bro, I swear, people on TikTok are getting dumber every single day. Like, there's no reason to actually make this. I think they just make it so that people would comment stuff like, don't make this, I tried to make it, and it killed my aunt twice removed.
Place that into our flour, nice and gentle. I'm gonna coat that completely. All right, goes into our egg now. We want to cover it all up. Now it goes into our breadcrumbs. There we go. All right, let's give it a nice flip again. Now we're going to pop this into the oven at 400 degrees for about 20 minutes. Okay, so it's actually been about 30 minutes. Let's take a look. Whoa! Wow! All right, we're just going to cut this in half now. Oh, that's cutting nice and smooth. Nice and slow. All right, you ready? That looks just like bread.
You know what you could also use as bread? Actual hamburger bread. I know it's a crazy idea, but hear me out. I think it would taste better than what abomination you just made.
Place some burgers. Now we're gonna place some cheese. I'm gonna place another burger. I'm gonna place a little bit of ketchup. One more layer of cheese. I'm gonna add some crispy bacon. And to top it off, our burger bun. There you go. Look at that.
This has to be one of the most American things I've seen. Going out of your way to not use anything that's even closely related to plants. Bread? Nah, bro, we aren't gonna use that. It's made out of wheat. How much hamburger patties? Yes. How much cheese? All of it. Like, bro, that's gonna give you a heart attack once you take a bite of it.
So we're gonna start with the block of Velveeta cheese. We're gonna add some macaroni noodles. Add about halfway up the cheese. Now we're gonna add some heavy whipping cream. You just wanna use enough to cover the noodles. That's enough right there. Now we're gonna add some freshly grated Monterey Jack cheese.
Why are you adding more cheese? You already have like a whole block of cheese. How about you just grated that instead of you just putting it in the middle and then adding more cheese? You're gonna give me an aneurysm.
And last little bit right here. Make that nice and even. Now we're gonna add about 1 cup of water. It's gonna help our noodles cook. Now I'm gonna add some mozzarella cheese.
What is it with you and cheese? Did cheese save your dog from a burning building? What is this affection with cheese? I think you're addicted to it. Have you ever considered, like, just not putting cheese on everything? Cause cheese doesn't go well with everything, bro. Oh yeah, bro, let me put some cheese on my sushi. I just can't eat anything that doesn't have cheese on it.
Okay, so it's been about 30 minutes. Are you ready to take a look? That smells absolutely delicious. Here we go. Look at that. I am salivating. And now for our topping.
That has to be the worst dish I have ever seen in my entire life. It looks like it would sacrifice my firstborn child. I would not take a bite out of that.
Burger, cheese, burger, cheese. Now we're gonna take a slice and we're gonna place it around, just like that. Now we're gonna place this one behind here. Lay that down gently. Now we're gonna do the other side. Press that up against the other cheese. And last one goes to the front. There we go.
I take back what I said earlier. This is the most American thing I've seen. It is literally just patties with cheese on it. I thought the last one was gonna kill you. This definitely will. Like, there's no even questioning it. That's just a fact. It's gonna kill you once you take a bite of it.
Half cup of water, 1 cup of flour, and 1 egg. Now we're gonna whisk all this together and make our batter. We want it nice and thick, just like that. Now we're gonna take some saran wrap, and this is where things get interesting. Now we're gonna take half our fries and place them in the center of the saran wrap. We're just gonna flatten that out. Now we're gonna take this and cover it in some batter. We wanna make sure it's completely covered.
I swear, if you deep fry this, I'm gonna find you, and I'm gonna steal your phone so that you can't make these terrible videos anymore.
We're gonna place this on top, very gently. We just wanna fill in all the gaps here. We just want to push all this together. Now we want to take our saran wrap and fold it over. Do the same thing underneath here. Now we want to pop this into the freezer for about 30 minutes. All right, so now we're just going to unwrap it. Should stay together nicely.
Why? Just why would you do this? I severely doubt you're gonna eat this. Like, after you're done, you're with this TikTok, you're actually just gonna throw it away because you know this will kill you. I wouldn't be surprised if you have tried to deep fry water before.
So the first thing we want to do is dip a taco shell in some cake mix. We want to make sure we fully cover that. Now that it's completely covered, we want to dip it in some hot oil. Be gentle, don't burn your fingers. This one should be done. Take it out and transfer that over here, right next to the other one. Now we're going to take another taco shell and place it inside for it to hold its shape.
Just use a taco shell. What is your problem with like using stuff that's already made? Taco shells were made for a reason. They weren't made so that you can coat them in cake batter and make your weird abominations that you call food.
Fill our tacos. Oh yeah, this is the best dessert ever. Now I'm going to take a banana and chop that nice and fine. I'm going to take our bananas and place them inside. A few more here. Now I'm going to grab some strawberries. We're going to chop these up like our bananas, nice and fine. All right. One.
What was the point of the taco shells? They didn't have to be taco shaped. You are everything that is wrong with this society.
We're going to start by laying down some bacon. We're going to add a hot dog on top. So now we're going to try to roll this over. We just want to form a log just like that. Now we're just going to transfer this to our hot skillet.
Every time I think it can't get worse, it gets worse. I keep asking myself this question. Why? Just why would anyone choose to do this? Why do TikTokers like to waste food? And why do the little kids on TikTok like to watch this?
Homemade chili. Now for our second layer, we're gonna add some Velveeta cheese. Okay, let's check on our beef. Now it should be cooked. Now we're gonna take our hot log and place it on our sauce, right in the center there. Now to top it off, we're going to add a little bit more chili. Just a little bit. Last but not least, we're gonna top it off with some cheese sauce.
That looks like actual dog poo. Looks like your dog went into your kitchen and took a dump on some tortillas.
I turned it into a clutch. Let's transfer it to our skillet. I'm just gonna flip this once more. Look at that. Now when that's done, we're gonna transfer that to our cutting board. There we go. Cut her open and see what she looks like. Oh, that seems so nice.
That does not look nice at all. School food looks better than that. And school food looks like it would give you diseases that are not known to modern science.
So we're gonna start with a bag of Doritos. We wanna make sure they're into tiny little pieces. Now we're gonna take our Doritos and sprinkle our bottom. Now I'm gonna lightly spread this around to the edges. Now for our second layer, we're gonna cook up some ground beef. We're gonna add some water and a little bit of taco seasoning.
I'm so curious what you're doing here.
Just you wait.
Okay.
Now we're gonna take our seasoned beef. And this is gonna be
I feel sorry if you ever have guests over. Like, you invite your whole family over to, like, some Thanksgiving dinner. Like, and they're, like, expecting some turkey, some ham. Nah, bro, we're just giving them some Dorito pie. Dorito pie. Like, why would you make this?
spread this around and make it nice and flat. Now for our third layer, I have some sour cream. I have 2 cups here, and I'm also going to add 1 cup of salsa. And now we're gonna mix this all together.
And is salsa supposed to mix together?
Yeah.
That's gonna be so good in there.
The cameraman is really annoying. Why does he act so retarded? He's like, oh, so you're telling me we're gonna mix 2 stuff together that we put in the same bowl? I thought we were gonna leave them separated. You have opened my eyes.
Dorito dust?
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna spread that out again. So pretty.
It is.
Crispy looking.
That's good.
All right. Now the last thing we want to do is melt some butter. Now that our butter is melted, I'm just going to pour this into a cup with a spout.
Okay, what is all this spout?
Now we're going to drizzle some butter over top.
Give it some flavor.
Yeah, you know, we just need to add that last piece of flavor to the heart attack pie.
I say this every time, but that's so good.
That's the best thing you've ever made. It is. That is incredible.
Thank you everyone for joining me for today's video. If you liked it, like it. If you disliked it, dislike it. My links are in the description. Bye.